Hey YouTube, I wanted to show you how you make a design on your Cricut. You're going to go down here to Cricut Design Space, open that up. This will appear after you do the initial setup. And it's really simple. It walks you through it when you get the book. Once this page comes up, it will say create new project. So you'll be clicking on that. See, it says it right there. It'll move it to the side or down at the bottom, wherever. There we go. So I'll click on this. And then there's several things you can do. If you want to add text, you just go over here, add your text, and it'll bring up all sorts of fonts and things that you can use for free, or you can add your own. I think Dafont, D-A-F-O-N-T, is a place you can go to. And when you add your text, there's different layers to these pieces. So if I add like 3 initials, then I can group them together where they stay, you know, in the same positions, or I can move the middle one to be bigger if you're doing a monogram. So when we're at add text, let's see, I'm gonna do J B D. That's my initials, and I'm going to come over here and edit it because I do not like this font for monograms. I have a font I downloaded, so we're going to try that. I've clicked on edit, and now I'm going to go find the font I want. I have a monogram font I'm going to use. Just scroll down till you find the font you want. And mine is in the M's, so I'm almost there. Okay, it's right here. It's like monogram KK something, SC. So I'm going to click on that. And then as you can see down here, it changed it. I'm going to put it up here because I don't want to be cutting way down here on my mat. I want to cut up here. So what I'm going to do is click on this and go to layers. Make sure they're all selected. And I'm going to go to ungroup, because what I'm going to do is go to the B in the middle and make this bigger by just dragging it out. So I'm going to make this bigger. And then these two are separate now, so I can make them bigger and put them in a different position. Looks pretty even. And then another thing you can do is, see this? It unlocks it. So that way I can make it fatter or skinnier, taller, anything. So you can unlock your fonts, your pictures, whatever you're using, and that's a good tip, to unlock these so that you can make them any way you want. And that looks a little bit bigger than the J to me. Okay, once you have them the way you want them, you're going to select all of them and you're going to weld it together. This makes sure that when you print it out, cut it out, I mean, it's going to be one piece, and you can stick your transfer tape on it and pull it off in one piece and apply it in one piece, because you don't want your initials to be not evenly spaced out when you cut them out. Because if you click go and it rearranges them a little bit, you'll have a hard time trying to stick each piece where you want it to go. So I just like doing stuff in one big piece, so I click the weld button. And this color will not be this color. It'll be whatever color you cut on. So I'm going to go get my mat, and I'm going to show you how to finish this off. Okay, now I'm just going to press go up here at top, and I'm going to see where it positions my letters on my mat, so that I can take my piece of vinyl and just put it right here in this little box. So I'm going to cut out my piece, place it. I went back and made my image bold. On the text, you'll be able to see it says regular, bold, and things like that. I made it bold so that these little skinny lines will be thicker and it'll be easier to apply and they won't tear. And I already have my Cricut plugged into my laptop, so I'm just going to hit go, and I'm going to come over here and do what it tells me to do. I have my Cricut powered on up there. You see the button that's on. And now it's blinking. So I'm going to press that button. And then this button will blink. Press it and I'll start cutting. When my image is done printing, it'll prompt me to press finish on my laptop and to press this button again to unload my mat. Okay, so now I just unload my mat and press finish on my laptop, and I'm going to go apply this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do with this image is pick out the middle parts of my letters. I'm just going to take the pick and find a little place where I can just pull it up. And I'm going to pick out all these little pieces that are the inside parts. Now that we have all the small pieces removed, I'm just going to peel back this corner edge over here, and sometimes I just take this and get under there and peel it up a little bit. And I like to hold it down next to my image so that I can just peel it away easy and be gentle with it, especially with the small thin fonts. If this was thinner, it'd be even harder. So now I have my monogram. So what I'm going to do is take my transfer or contact paper, and I'm going to peel this up. And another trick I like to do too for the corners is kind of cut it at an angle so that I can see. Most of the time it'll show me kind of where the thing is. I cut my fingernails today because no matter what I've washed my hands how many times, they look gross to me. They keep getting things under them, so I cut my fingernails and it was harder for me to get that off. But this piece has been messed up, so hopefully it'll work. But just place this on your image. My camera cut off on me, but just place it on your image and take your scraper or your credit card, whatever you use, and try to get this to stick. Let's see if it's going to pull up. Okay. Sometimes you have to work with it a little bit. Use your muscles. And I also like to kind of roll this piece of paper to kind of get it to come off. Because sometimes it cuts the white paper with your vinyl, and so it doesn't want to come off. Alright, and now I'm going to take whatever surface I'm going to put it on. In this case, I'm going to do this brush. And I can't get this brush too close to you, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. Place it in the center. And just press it down. We don't want any wrinkles or bubbles in it if we can help it. You could take your scraper if you want and kind of help it lay down. I don't like to do it too hard in case something happens and I need to replace my image. And I see a piece that I forgot to take out of the J. So I'll fix that in a moment. But you just make sure it's sticking down and peel this up. Okay. there's a piece right in the middle of that J. I don't really know why they cut it, because it doesn't look good when you take it out either, but they have it cut. And you can take this and get any air bubbles out. If you don't like the placement of it, I will take this pick and go under the edge and kind of peel it up and then just lay it back down flatter. But this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for watching.